August 6, 1945. A single bomb changed Hiroshima forever. Over 140,000 lives were lost, and the city was reduced to ashes. Today, I'm on the journey to see what remains, what's being rebuilt, and how the memory of that day still lives on. Good morning from Japan. So this morning, we are going to be visiting the city of Hiroshima. It's a city that is known worldwide for the event that happened there during World War II. We are going to Hiroshima. I just purchased my high-speed train ticket and I'm going to be traveling from Osaka to Hiroshima. It takes about an hour and a half and I have about an hour to burn. In the meantime, I'm going to be doing some shopping so I can put something in my stomach on my way there. So if you're a fan of history and you are interested to see what's left in Hiroshima today, join me. So I'm about to cross the gate here for the Shinkansen. And you can appreciate the efficiency of the Japanese train system. You have trains going in every direction, and I have to say, it's actually quite easy. From here, you can get to Tokyo in 2.5 hours. You can get to Hiroshima in about an hour and a half. You can get to Kyoto in a little bit less than 30 minutes. And everything is basically dummy-proof with color codes and directions and signs and symbols, and just even if you don't speak Japanese, it's very easy to move around. Definitely a tremendous amount of options here when it comes to food. I picked up a few items. Track 21, as indicated on my ticket here, 1117, Hiroshima. So I have about 30 minutes or so, and the train will be arriving here. So now I just have to make sure I'm in the right section, and I'll be boarding the train on my way to Hiroshima.
11時17分発のぞみ63号広島行きです。10時前より1号車、2号車、3号車です。4号車から16号車まで指定するとなります。まもなく発車いたします。
Excuse me? Right on time. 11:17 exactly, and the train is gone. If you come late, too bad for you. So anyways, we have booked economy this time. As you see, there's about 3 seats per row and then 2 on the other side. So if you want to see what the difference is between economy or business on the Shinkansen, check out my previous video from Tokyo to Osaka. Today we are going to Hiroshima, a city known for some of the tragic events that happened during the Second World War. And this is a place that, I read a lot about, I'm very curious about, and with a lot of respect for the country of Japan, I would like to show you guys what the city looks like today. You gotta like it. They really do think of everything here. So in my box, I already have a toothpick. Let's unbox this. Wow. Lots eggs. This. Alright. So I'm about to tear this up. These are the things you definitely want to experience when you ride the Shinkansen here in Japan. Whether your journey takes you to Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, regardless what your final destination is, pick up a box at the train station and embark on your journey. Just a few more stops. This is Okayama. Very smooth ride here on the economy train. At this point, there's nobody next to me. Still very comfortable. I can recline my seat. There's air conditioning. The Wi-Fi has been kinda so-so, but everything else has been great. This journey throughout Japan really has shown me how easy it is to navigate around this amazing country, how friendly these people are. But what happened before this country got to this point? Unfortunately, like many other places in the world, Japan had to face war, and World War II was an extremely devastating war for this amazing country. And Hiroshima is definitely a place where some of the most important events has taken place. So personally, it's one of those places that you hear so much about. You say World War II, you think of Pearl Harbor, you think of Hiroshima. So being about 2.5 hours away from there, you know, I just felt like I must go and see. So it's with pleasure that I'll take you along with me on this journey on the amazing Japanese Shinkansen. And you can see how amazing this train is. This is economy. And we are riding, man. Fast and smooth and on time. We arrived at the Hiroshima station. But that is not the end of my journey. I still have to hop on the train, a local train, and ride about 10 stations to get to the area where the unfortunate event took place. Hiroshima seems to be a pretty large city. The train is so fast, it's hard to get much footage off the window because by the time you notice something it's gone. So let's get up there and try to find a train to Hiroshima. There's something about riding around the Japanese train system. It's always an adventure. But one, you have to be careful not to miss your exit. There's just so many trains and so many lines. But the Shinkansen and the actual subway train system is different. So first thing is to exit the Shinkansen areas.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Welcome to Hiroshima. This is not a sight you see every day, is it? So we are heading to the metro in order to catch our train, and I'm gonna have to ride about 10 different stops in order to get to my destination. Something new. From the train station, I have to take a street rail. Right? So this is where I need to be. This is my first time riding one of this, but I'm assuming, and I hope I can, with my Suica card. What an adventure. So the guys, this is Hiroshima metro station. Alright? As everything Japanese, it's nice and clean with metros and high-speed trains and nice efficient building. You will notice here that they have very limited, if any, high-rises. Alright? And I guess it's due to the likeliness of earthquakes that they have over here, or the frequency of them, that would justify that. All the buildings have about medium size, kind of reminds you of Washington DC, without the streetcars. So this is one, it goes to the port, and I'm waiting for number 2. That will take me to what they call the atomic bomb dome. So my Japanese friends watching this video, please let me know what this is. This reminds me of a wanted person or a search database here. But again, I can't read Japanese, so I'm not sure what it is. But it reminds me, it looks like something, if you find this person, call this number or whatever. I'm not sure, but let me know what you think. Japan is a very interesting place. Number 2. Let's see what everybody else is doing. Alright. Oh, amazing. My Suica card has been read, and there was no charge for this transaction at this point. My charge will probably be processed when I exit. So, with that Suica card, you see, I can take the streetcars, I can take the metro, I can basically navigate my way around. Shinkansen, normal train, subway, and that street rail. Japan is amazing. Just one card, electronically through my freaking wallet, digital wallet, and I can put the money and then all my transactions go through. Let's get there. So we are here at the Atomic Bomb Dome. This is a street rail station that drops me off right at the location of one of the few buildings that survived the atomic bomb. Therefore the name Atomic Bomb Dome. So as soon as I exit, you can see Hiroshima today looks like any normal Japanese city. It has all the public transportation systems, DD, the Ubers and everything. It's amazing to see the resilience of this city. August 6, 1945, under the command of President Harry Truman, a B-29 plane dropped around 8:15 in the morning the atomic bomb. This was the very first time that the atomic bomb was used in human history, and within seconds the entire city of Hiroshima was flattened and over 200,000 people lost their lives. So why was Hiroshima bombed? The city of Hiroshima was chosen to be bombed because it was a major port and strategic military headquarters. And behind me is the only standing building that survived the dropping of the bomb. And they have vowed to keep this building standing forever. The bomb that was dropped here by the B-29 was dropped at about 2,000 feet above the city of Hiroshima. And the destruction was a radius of about 5 square miles. The Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941 brought the United States officially into World War II. In a surprise attack, Japan sunk several ships, destroyed hundreds of planes and ended thousands of lives. Japan's goal was to completely cripple the US Pacific Fleet, and they nearly succeeded. President Franklin Roosevelt called it a day which will live in infamy, and the American people were angered. The cost of war was costly for both Japan and the United States, and the very last battle was the Battle of Okinawa, and that battle claimed the life of over 100,000 American and Japanese forces. After President Roosevelt died on April 12, 1945, it was now President Truman's responsibility to decide how to end the war. Upon becoming president, Harry Truman learned of a secret government program by the name of the Manhattan Project, and their sole goal was to develop the atomic bomb. After successfully testing the weapon, President Harry Truman issued the Potsdam Declaration, which called for the complete surrender of Japanese forces. Having received no reply, 11 days later, an American bomber named Enola Gay, carrying in his belly a bomb by the name of the Little Boy, and that was the atomic bomb. And at 8:15 in the morning, Little Boy was dropped in the city of Hiroshima. On August 9th, 1945, another bomber was en route for Japan, but this time they were heading to Nagasaki, carrying Fat Man, another atomic bomb. Within minutes of dropping Little Boy in Hiroshima and Fat Man in Nagasaki, well over 39,000 people lost their lives. And both cities, Hiroshima, where I'm currently at, and Nagasaki, were completely flattened and therefore forced to surrender. So as I walk around the building, you can see the place is very well preserved. This is a site where a lot of tourists come and take their pictures today and kind of read a little bit more about the history of what happened in the city. And this is the epicenter of it all right here. It's now known as the Hiroshima Peace Memorial World Heritage Site, the Genbaku Dome. So here we are past the atomic bomb dome, and you can see what it looks like, just like any normal Japanese city. Clean and pristine and safe and nice, with very nice Japanese people. And I have to mention, this is a very beautiful, beautiful city. Notice the skyline, very limited high rises. Lots of people coming here from all around the world to visit and see what is what. So guys, this is Hiroshima today. Just walking on this bridge right now as I'm stepping away from the memorial to give you guys a better view from the bridge here, you know. So guys, what's behind me is the Children's Peace Monument. As you know, well after the atomic bomb was dropped over here, many residents still suffered from radiation, and that is the case for a girl by the name of Sadako, who was first exposed to radiation at the age of 2, and later on in her life she developed leukemia that ultimately ended her life. So many of her classmates decided to, on a call to action, raise money in order to establish a monument that now represents all the children who lost their lives during the bombing in Hiroshima. So you can see there's a bell that from time to time, people will come and ring the bell for peace. And you have on the side here a little girl with her hand extended for peace to the world, and a boy right on top of the monument. So this is the Children's Peace Memorial here in Hiroshima. Peace to the world, peace to Japan, peace to Israel, peace to Palestine, peace to Iran, peace to Iraq, peace to the whole world. Let's just love each other. We're here for a short time not a long time. And I hope that this is a reminder to the entire world there's nothing better than peace. So here you have the flame for peace right in front of me. And there are several schools bringing children here, students, to learn about the history that happened here. And you can see it's just very nice, and as everything in Japan, extremely clean, well maintained. And these are classes in session right now. Very nice. You guys can have an idea, what it looks like here. Beautiful, beautiful, quiet and pristine. It just makes you reflect, Wow, such tragic events that happen here, and it's quite amazing to see how the country has bounced back from it. From war and destruction to now leading the world in technology. Japan is truly a remarkable place. It's hard to describe how it makes you feel. As people would say, Japan is a vibe, but it has gone through a lot in order to get to this point. And it's good to be able to acknowledge and visit the place to remind you some of the events that took place here. And that's the Rotunda for Peace right here. Alright. So you got people putting a bouquet of flowers right there in front for all the people who lost their lives here during World War II.
広がる空は語るのさ時を経ても変わらない命の歌を運ぶ風優しく胸に触れる手 Peaceful winds that softly
So guys, as I'm walking back, I want to show you this area here. We are crossing what was in 1945 Nakashima district. It was actually the richest part of Hiroshima at that time, and it was right under the bomb. This area was completely flattened, and all the people who lived here, all of them perished. So this is now the Peace Memorial Park.
瓦礫の中に立つ命を光乱す強き愛を歴史の奥に眠る夢未来は君の手の中だ Peaceful winds that softly hum from the ashes Hope has come Echoes come
As you're aware, the entire city of Hiroshima was completely flattened, and here is the epicenter of where the bomb was dropped. As a result, several bodies was collected right in this site, and behind me is what's known as the atomic bomb mount. And every year in August 6, memorial services take place right here. Walking through Hiroshima left me with a deep feeling of emptiness and sadness. It's hard to put into words what it's like knowing the ground beneath your feet was once the epicenter of unimaginable destruction. Thousands of lives were lost in an instant. Men, women, children, gone. And for a long time, this very soil wasn't even safe to walk on due to lingering radiation and chemical reactions that followed the atomic blast. Being here, I couldn't help but reflect on the pain, the silence, and the resilience that lives in these streets today. I feel incredibly lucky to have been able to visit, to stand here and pay my respect to those who've lost everything. Hiroshima is more than history. It's a reminder of how fragile peace is. So after you're taking your stroll around and you get a good look at that building that, somehow survived the explosion of the atomic bomb here in Hiroshima, you can also visit the Hiroshima Peace Museum here in Hiroshima, and you get to learn everything about this city, what it went through, what it was like before, during, and after the bomb was dropped here. As soon as you walk into the museum in Hiroshima Peace Memorial, and one thing that really strikes me is just how normal, everything was, It's just a reminder on, it's so tragic, just innocent soul, going by their day, going to the shops, going to the markets, just doing normal things, So with this mural, you get to see that, they had sports, swimming, just normal people, Often it's the innocent people who unfortunately end up losing their lives when there's conflicts like this. And one image that really shocked me and touched me is the one that I'm crossing right now with the kids. So now we are going to enter August 6, 1945. This is the day where everything changed. Hiroshima, August 6, 1945. From above, the city looks calm. The streets are alive, the cars glide through the road, and families begin their morning routines. Homes stand peacefully, unaware of what's to come. In this moment, Hiroshima is just another city, full of life and full of normal. And then, the little boy was dropped. Everything was gone. Homes, families, dreams, all wiped out in the blinding flash. These images speak louder than words, showing how fragile truly everything is. As many of you guys know, the consequence of the atomic bomb was not just the immediate effect. A lot of people who were called to actually work in the area to clean up the city, many of them suffered from a variety of cancers and ended up losing their lives due to radiation and the subsequent consequences. So I'm really touched with what I've read here. Some of the stuff I can't post on YouTube, but if you find yourself here in Hiroshima, definitely make sure you come and pay a visit. You will get to see and read a lot of different things about what the city and the country of Japan has gone through. And here you have a place for kids where they make little toys using paper, very colorful, different type of things you get to play with. You get the declarations signed by various presidents about the non-proliferation of nuclear weapons, and a bunch of other sites that I strongly recommend that you visit. You can also pick up some additional books, So guys, after the bomb was dropped, the city faced some kind of black residue that fell throughout the city. And behind me, you can actually see some of it that is still here. Some of the markings, you can see the residue of the black rain that fell on this material here. So guys, what you see here is several groups, tour groups from around the country where people come and learn about what happened. And across the water is the atomic bomb dome that I showed you earlier in the video. So as I'm walking back, I just want to say, guys, traveling is, I don't even know, I don't even have words to describe to you guys. So crossing the bridge again to go back to the area where I started. All right. So many times people judge others from a distance. People think they know a place by watching the news or reading or hearing comments, but not the places actually coming here. Going to the places that you read so much about. So you get to see the different students going to the monuments and being told the significance and learn the history of what happened in each location. These are the local students all around, and then you have the tourist groups as well. Hiroshima has come a long way. Today, the city stands rebuilt, full of energy and life. Even the train station is impressive. It's a symbol of how far this place has come. Let's take a look. Guys, here in Japan, what they have managed to do throughout the country is build train stations that include streetcars, buses, taxis, but also trains, metros, high-speed trains. The stations are not just for you to come and board the buses or the train. They've managed to make them like the equivalent of airports around the world. I mean, look at this place. Right in front of me, what you have is the entrance to the Shinkansen, which is the train, the high-speed bullet train here in Japan. And you have several options. You can buy the ticket right here. You can store your luggage right here. As you shop at 7-Eleven, very nice store. You have a store, Eke, which is a common expression for Cameroonian. When we are surprised, we say, Eke. And then I found a store that's literally called Eke. Right there. Okay? And here at Eke, because that's the one pronouncing it, Eke. Here at Eke, you have books. It's like a little CVS pharmacy. You can buy your cigarettes, but keep in mind you have to smoke at the designated smoking station. You can't smoke anywhere else. You can't even smoke on the street. You have to go to a designated smoking area. There are special areas like that for you to smoke at. You can buy everything you need here. Your Google cards, your Starbucks cards, your umbrellas, your sodas, cigarettes, I mentioned, your books, you know. You get the idea, right? You get the idea. That's Eke. But let's get out of here. We are at the Hiroshima metro station. Or I should say the train station. Welcome to Hiroshima. All right. So this is where the passengers come in and out from the Shinkansen lines, coming from around Japan. You got tourists, you got locals. All right. You have another Eke store. They love them over here. If you got students navigating, you got a tourist information center. If you are confused or lost, you can come over here and they will give you information right inside. Hiroshima tourist information. Okay? Let's press this. All right? And they will tell you everything going on in the city. If you have fear that, hey, you don't speak Japanese, so how can you navigate? They will tell you everything that's going on. And there's a lot of activities, cultural arts, different type of things. All right? Look at this, you know? I don't speak the language, but you know, you get the point, right? Everything is here, and if you need, the people working here actually speak English, so they will be more than happy to help you. All right? So there's no reason to fear everything here, all right? Hiroshima is about peace, all right? Peace. So that's the Tourist Information Center. Amazing place to visit. And all the stations have them. In front of me is an extension of that Eke store still. So this is the entrance. Look, this is the beautiful city of Hiroshima right here. All right? This is the beautiful city of Hiroshima. A city that was wiped, completely flattened during the Second World War, when the bomb was dropped here, August 6, 1945. There was nothing left. But now look, now it's a sprawling city. You got buses going every direction. You have the taxis over there. Although, unless you really need to, I haven't really used taxis around here. You don't need to. There's like train systems going just about everywhere. And when you check on Google Maps, it drops you off 2, 3, 4 minutes away from where you need to go. So the need for taxis or anything is not necessary. Guys, you come visit if you have extra money to spend. Hotel Hiroshima right there. But again, they have hostels. They have very affordable places for you to stay here. $20, $25 a night, $40 a night, whatever your budget is. This is the equivalent of airports in the US, in Europe, everywhere. Train stations in Europe don't look like this. The main ones that are super big do, but most of them, when you start getting deeper in the country, they're just regular stations. But here, every train station I've gone to has been looking like this. This is Japan for you, man. This is Japan. They are so advanced. They have really taken away the need for you to get a car. You don't need a car. You don't need a car. You know what I'm saying? I want to show you guys. Like, it's beautiful. We're gonna get back in a second. You know, you got strong Wi-Fi. You can work. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Beautiful construction. You know, because of the earthquakes and the ground being a little bit shaky around here, they don't build too high. So most of the buildings kind of remind you of Washington, D.C. Like medium size. You know, that's about what you got. And you get over here at Eke, and let's take a look inside. You are not bored at the station. In fact, time goes extremely fast because you are wandering around, buying food, and the best part, you can buy alcohol here. 20 years old is the legal age for consumption of alcohol. You know, you can get your bakery fix on, right? Have a little bit swift tooth. What do you want? You know, guys, look at this. All kind of amazing little things. Wow, I am truly mesmerized by this place. I was like, man, you can drink alcohol on the train, no problem, nobody cares. Buy your beer, your liquor, you name it. You're free, you can do whatever you want at any time, and nobody looks at you and judges you. One thing I love about Japanese people, they don't care what you do, just leave them alone. Do your thing, you leave the next person alone, you're fine, you got no problems. Alright, so that's the bakery here at my favorite store, Eke. Alright, little jams, anything you want to get your hands on. Look at this. Little sweet ginger syrup. Alright, what they got here, grilled salt. You know, little pieces of chocolate. Look at this. Oh, it's the end of the day. They don't took everything, huh? Look at this place. I have to come back over here. Look at that. If you want some coffee, tea, whatever, and you can sit here with your strong Wi-Fi and you can enjoy your meal. And you can pick up all these boxes here, hop on the train, and have yourself a good, delicious meal. Okay? You can have yourself a good, delicious meal. You know? All kind of goodies. Okay? All kind of goodies here. Let's continue. This is the train station in Japan. Alright? This is the train station in Japan. Look at this. It's huge. Another restaurant. Look at these plates. You know, these are the samples of what you can get. Alright. Eke bar. You can have yourself a drink here. Alright. You have a bar. Look at all these places, guys. And should I mention the food is delicious here? Man, look at that. Yeah, tearing it up, man. Hey, look at that. They're making some good old rice. They're cooking over there. Hello, 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 hello. They're so friendly. Hello, hello, hello. You know? Super nice and friendly people, man. I like it. And look at this. People are chilling here. Alright. Look at these stores. Restaurants, man. You feel like you're at a bar somewhere. Look at that. You are still inside the train station. If I lived in Japan, I would come and just chill here, shop and buy and eat here. You know? Because you have everything, a concentration of just about any kind of food that you want. And it goes over and over. We have another Eke here. Huh? Tapas kitchen. Tapas, if you're into Mexican stuff. You got it here. Like I said, no judgments. You can eat and drink anytime. There's something about traveling. That's when you feel comfortable really eating, really drinking alcohol, even in the morning, and nobody judges you. But here, there's never a judgment. It is your problem. You do your thing. Nobody cares. All right? We continue. Man, look at this train station, guys. Look at this place. Look at this place. Look at this freaking place. Oh my goodness. Look at that. You can pop the bottle here, man. You can Hiju Tamatsuru. Alright. You can get yourself a bottle of wine. 2,000 to about 2,500 yen. About 1,900 yen. You can get the small one and pop it inside the train. 550 yen. Okay? You got it all. You got it all. Okay? Oysters. You can pick it up, get on the train station. Man, that's nice. Huh? Look at that. More and more stores. Just anything you want you can get here. You know? To make your journey a pleasant one. This is Hiroshima. And if this is Japan, in a city that was, like I said, completely wiped out, imagine the rest of the cities. Imagine Tokyo. Imagine the rest of the country. If this is what they could do with this, just imagine. And that's why I'm making this video, guys, is just to show you how amazing Japan is. How amazing, okay? That's why I'm making this video, for you guys to see. Travel, open your eyes, stop watching TV, stop believing your friends, get on the plane and get on the flights. They even have a kitchen and dining, and it continues down. I'm only on this floor because I'm waiting to board the high-speed train to head back to Osaka. I was here to visit the Peace Memorial Center of Hiroshima. Like I said, and on my way back, I'm like, you know what? I got to show you guys the station. So anyways, if you're a student of history or if you like history and you want to see what the other part of Hiroshima looks like, kindly check out my channel, Ivaintures on YouTube, subscribe, check it out, and you will see the video where I'm actually going around the center and I share with you some of the insights. So guys, if you enjoyed the content, kindly give this video a like, subscribe. I love you, Japan. Visit Japan and visit often. See you on the next video. Peace. History, if not learned, is meant to be repeated. We may look different, we might sound different, we may not even practice or pray the same way, but one thing we all have in common: we are all humans. And with this video, I hope that it kind of brought you a little bit closer. We all are born and we all will die. For the very short time that we have here, I think it would be so much better if we could just get along. And I wanted to come here and reflect and pay my respect to the victims. And I am so glad that the US and Japan today have an amazing relationship. As an American citizen, you don't even need a visa to come to Japan. And they are the most welcoming, kindest people that you will ever meet. Japan is a fascinating place, and out of all the countries that I've been to, this is the country that has amazed me the most, and I mean it seriously. I am truly inspired by coming here. I'm fascinated. I am emotionally touched about the unfortunate event that happened here in Hiroshima, but I'm also thankful that I had the opportunity to come here and bring it to your screen to show you guys a place that maybe some of you will never see. So from wherever you're watching around the world, thank you so much. For peace, kindly hit that like button, share the video so the message can travel around and encourage people to come here, visit Japan, and if you get a chance to make it to Hiroshima, do so. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Rest in peace to the victims. God bless the USA. God bless Japan. And I will see you guys on the next video. They lived here, they died here, and now it's a symbol of peace.